This is the story of two HVAC installers, and how one of them ended up a local hero and the other ended up sleeping on the couch. When you pick an installer, you want someone like Sam. He uses Belimo products, so he's fast and efficient, which makes him affordable. He also smells great. You don't want to pick Dave. No offense, Dave. He's a super hard worker, but he always clocks in overtime because his product choices make his work take far longer than Sam. In his defense, though, he also smells damn good. Sam prepared for his job this morning by choosing Belimo Sensors. They boast a universal housing design, so he knows they'll work with any system. Dave spent the better half of his morning doing the type of equations which would make a quantum physicist blush, but he's just realized he still hasn't factored in all the variants. Belimo Sensors come with all the accessories needed for the installation, so Sam can start right away. Unfortunately, Dave has had to rush back home to get the parts he was missing. Sam can mount the sensor easily thanks to the Belimo drilling template. Dave doesn't have this luxury, so he literally has to use a different measure. Belimo's unique snap-on cover allows Sam to open the cover with one hand, rather than tediously unscrewing the lid and sentencing screws to a life lost on the floor. When it comes to wires, Belimo Sensors have removable, spring-loaded terminals, which is far easier than laboriously wiring the terminal manually. Sam is ready for the commissioning process. They're all orange, so they're nice and easy to spot. He does a quick point test, and because the terminals are easy to plug in and out, he doesn't have to unscrew any wires. Speaking of wires, Dave is still wrestling with them. Thanks to Belimo's superior communication and compatibility, Sam seamlessly integrates the sensor and is now finished. This means that Sam now has time on his way home to grab a pint with a friend, run a half marathon, and rescue a cat from a tree. Dave, however, is still wiring, which means he'll miss supper, have to drive home in the dark, and yes, sleep on the couch. Don't waste time. Use Belimo Sensors. Installation in a snap.